nuvi 200 gray sticker model. Not to be confused with the white sticker. This is only for the gray guys. Well, I ran into a little bit of an issue that I had to fix, and I was fortunately, ooh, dusty. Well, they get that way. I had a little bit of an issue that I had to fix, and I did successfully fix it on this. Yeah, this was enough to warrant a video about it, and it's this. Okay. So if you download my maps from sat103.com and you put them on a memory card, if I can get it out, like that. This is the older guy, so it uses the full size instead of the micro size. Like, that's micro right there. That's the SD adapter. And, it goes in there. I ran into the issue just through some experimentation where I would turn this thing on and it would say memory full, even though it wasn't. And I was trying to figure out why. Ultimately, I could not figure out why, so I had to reset this thing, and then the error went away. So what I am assuming is that for whatever reason, this thing got stuck with its internal memory, and it had to be flushed out. Well, on other models, you can clear the non-volatile RAM. Not on this guy. You have to do a reset. Now, I will show the reset. You may be tempted. See where it says reset right there? There is actually a hidden button under this. You don't need to take the sticker off. You don't need to do that. Leave it alone. And if you ever buy one of these used or see it in a thrift store or something like that, you may see just this side all curled up and looking nasty. That's because someone peeled it up and stuck a little pen in there or something like that and reset the unit. Totally did not need to do that. So, okay, how to do a reset for one of these. Just this. Just for nuvi 200 gray sticker models. Again, does not need to happen on the white sticker, just the gray. And it's only if you get that memory full message. So if you currently have a memory card in this, if it's in like that, just pop it out like that. Now this one still has a battery with a decent charge, but if it doesn't, then you will have to plug in the power in the back. But before you power it, you press and hold the bottom right corner and you turn it on and wait while holding the bottom right corner. And you want to erase? Yeah. And we start from scratch, but there are a couple of things, so we'll go through this now just to get you all up to speed so you can get this thing working again. So it's going to load the internal map, and okay, United States Central, okay, agree. First thing I'm going to do is go to Settings, System, turn on the GPS simulator. Okay, the next thing I do is go to Security, turn off the safe mode. Okay. The next thing I do after that, is it here? No, not here. Is I go to where to and then to coordinates, because by default it's going to show the degrees, decimal minutes. I change that with format to decimal degrees. The video I just did before this one talks about decimal degrees. You should have it as this. It's the easiest to deal with. And that's fine. So after that, we go to favorites. And what it will do is it puts the stock Garmin favorites in there. So I'm gonna go and delete all these. But that presents another problem, which I've mentioned in another video, and I will mention it now. If I go back to favorites, notice there's no go home button here, nor is there one from, if I press where to. If I go to favorites, uh-oh, no data. How can I set the home location? Oh no! Well, you have to have at least one favorite. Go to view map, just tap the car, and just save. Don't even put a name, just done. Now I can go to favorites and I've got my go home button. Okay, and I can just delete this guy later. Okay, good. And the last thing I do is I will go to navigation. Faster time is fine, but I will set this to my personal preferences. There's that. And lastly is the vehicle icon. So that is from map and then vehicle change. That notice only happens one time. So I will change this one to the old school icon. Once I find it, there it is. Which just happens to work best on this. Oh, I should also know, if you're messing around with the internal files in this, which you shouldn't, but let's just say you are, and you accidentally delete every vehicle icon, does that mean no icon will show up? No, there is actually a backup stock vehicle icon in every nuvi. So if you just delete all the vehicle icons, there will still be a blue arrow. It will still be in there. It will look kind of crappy, but it will, yeah, it will still be in there, so that's kind of good. Okay, so now that we've done all this stuff, I can power it off. Now I can take maps, the updated ones, put it in here, and turn it on. Now what it's going to do, because my United States map image is 2 image files, you're going to see a progress bar, a green one, go by twice. And it's not going to be that quick. It's going to read the first one and then read the second one, and then we get into the system, and then we have to do one more thing, and then we can use it normally after that. Again, it's not quick. Okay, there's the first image. It's reading it off the memory card right now. And then it'll do it again. That's the second image. The map data image, that is. Okay. OpenStreetMap, we're good. Right. Now we're in. So, wrench, settings, system, simulator on, because I'm inside. Back, and then down to map, and then map info. So now yours will probably show the old Garmin default map. I just have a test map in here. I just disabled that. So just disable the old map and then just leave the new one enabled. And there we go. And as you see, the entire United States is there. That's what all those lines are for. Those are map tiles, which do show on the nuvi 200, and that's it.